Hello, everybody. Welcome back to season 12 of the PDL. I'm joined by Easton,
Hello.
Firemana,
What's up?
and Jacob. I think it's his first appearance on the podcast.
Yeah,
Mayhaps.
yeah. What's up?
Today we're doing the season 12 Hoenn draft reviews, and let's get started. What did you guys think of your own drafts?
I guess
Um,
I'll go first.
Yeah.
We'll just go in order. I mean, I personally like my draft because I feel it's very me. Unfortunately, I do think this season I did not get as much value out of the low tier than I would have liked. Based on the restriction that so many Pokemon weren't available to be picked. But I also didn't want to play Crobat or Golbat for the fourth straight season, so which would have helped the draft a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you'll see some surprises. There are a couple of Pokemon in there that I think can definitely pull their weight despite being in the lower end.
I do think the lower end is a lot weaker than it usually is, so it's kind of difficult to find value picks. In my opinion, that was my hardest thing when I was doing mock drafts. Um, Firemana, your team, what were we thinking?
I am a big fan of my draft. It's like Easton said, it's very me. I have a lot of the Pokemon that I'm used to using here. I draft Volcarona and Clefairy pretty much every season, so
Mhm.
I really only missed one or two things that I wanted. I wanted Primarina and I wanted Berserker. I think those would have helped the draft a lot. But I think Mega Skarmory's like super underrated. And yeah, I'm happy with what I have overall. I'm especially happy with the pickups that I made after draft.
Morpeko is sure to be a menace, I fear.
Oh yeah,
What about you, Jacob? What do you think about
Uh,
yours?
I I love my first like four, maybe even five picks, but like I genuinely thought Ninetales had a bit of a higher special attack, so my special attacking side would be a bit better. And then I kind of just crumbled at the Gudra and decided like I don't know, throw in a Musharna. But I really like my core. I think my core is really good, and then all of the rest kind of falls off towards the end.
That's fair. That's fair. Aegis Slash is still kind of disgusting in both departments, so your special attacking side doesn't really look as bad as you think it does.
And Gudra's
Yeah,
your glue too, even if you say might not be the best pickup, but Gudra has carried me a couple of different seasons. It's very underrated.
yeah. I fear Sneasler's going to be carrying the world of my draft this split.
Could be.
That's kind of how my season 9 draft was.
Yeah.
It was just Sneasler against the world.
I mean, Mon's great, so I'm glad I picked it up. It was just there was some really unpredictable picks that went after me that kind of threw me off this draft season.
What was the most unpredictable in your opinion? What were you not expecting?
Let me look at the draft order real quick. Um, let's see. I think everyone kind of knew that all the redirection was going to get like snagged pretty much immediately because all of the redirectors in this format are pretty limited, I guess, for lack of a better term. But I thought there would be more megas later, and that was like the biggest hindsight, I think, because I was like, oh yeah, great Mon, you know, pick up Aegislash, get Sneasler, and then I'm looking at the megas that are left after two picks, and it's like, oh, yikes. So I think it's just like a undersight on my part of how many megas that are good are actually available in our format,
You're kind of
since like a
seeing
lot didn't get added in.
you're kind of seeing the thoughts that I have. It's the reason I went back to back on my megas
Yeah.
and decided that I'm just gonna rip it now, and that's why I lost my pick. But that's fine. We're chilling. I hate Firemana, but it's fine. All right.
Real shit.
Uh, this is Coco's draft. I'm personally a big fan of this. Um, there's just a lot of weight to be thrown around, and there's a little bit of room for error for what he did. I think it's fun though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you could say his team lacks a little bit on the defensive side, but he has two very clear modes with this team, and both of them are very strong. And that's why I had it really high rated, because even if he has some slight defensive holes and he's lacking a little bit of support, like he doesn't have a single Pokemon that can use Fake Out, I just think the two modes that he has are so strong and can be run together, um, that it may be trouble to play the team at all.
Yeah, I think we probably all had this draft really highly rated. I think this team is like terrifying. I would not want to be going into prep looking at this team.
No.
It's a lot. It's a lot of scary stuff.
I think it's
I
terrifying.
think that
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to simply speak on that. I feel like it was a little bit understated, at least on my part, going in just from playing a lot of champions. But I feel like a lot of teams are going to have a really hard time with the pressure that Don Dozo brings out, and like the attackers that like can actually get through into it is kind of rough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you kind of have to have something like a Meowscarada, or like any guaranteed crit move, or you have to like pray that you're either swapping in on a Dunsoso Tatsugiri switch in, so you get the Mirror Herb, or you're praying to God that it just works out for you.
Yeah, I
It's
hope you get that haze off.
yeah, you either need haze or you need Mirror Herb.
Yeah.
I will say there are some weaknesses on this team, though. I think Decidueye Hisui is bad, especially if it's your only grass type. I think it's bad. And I think the team is kind of weak to Trick Room. Yes, you have the Dondozo. I think the Dondozo independently can work great in Trick Room. The problem is most of the time when you're bringing it with the Tatsugiri, and you're not making use of its inherently low speed.
I mean, obviously there's certain teams you could run where you're running like like unaware Dozo, and you're playing in Trick Room, or something you know is gonna run it. He doesn't really have any Trick Room denial either, which is
He has Roar
his Roar, but it's I don't know. I
and Dragon Tail, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's
say
not
it's the
perfect
greatest.
answers.
Yeah, like you have to call it out if you're the person playing Trick Room against this team. Be like, which one of his Pokemon's gonna have Roar? Like, what can I abuse? What can I do? But overall, if you're playing against him in a fast mode, good luck. Just seriously, good
Oh
luck.
yeah. No, for real.
This is probably one of the best balanced teams that was drafted.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Oh. Burritos draft. I'm not gonna start with this because I would glaze this too much. So
All right, then I'll start then. I mean, Annihilate Mousehold is really all you need to say. That being said, I don't really like the rest of the team that much. There are like Klefki is a really good pick to go with it because you get the prankster screens to as support, but I, in my opinion, it's the rain mode is much weaker than the Annihilate Mousehold offers on this specific draft, and I hate the word ear pick. I don't think it's very good.
yeah, I think it's the only pick I don't really understand. Um, Mega Beedrill is like the min max potential mon, so I guess you have that.
It seems like kind of a knee-jerk reaction, like I need an Intim. I don't know what was available to him besides that at that point of the draft, but
I mean, I think it gets value out of the Frisk sets too, especially as a lead in like game one. But this team has two modes: it's Annihilate Mousehold or it's Hyper Offense Rain. And
yeah.
the Hyper Offense Rain is not quite as strong as the first mode, and Mega Beedrill doesn't really fit into either.
I think the great thing about this is like the
Actually,
random.
I think Mega. Sorry, Chris. I think Mega Beedrill's like really good with Ape Mousehold. Um, if not purely for the reason that it covers fairy types for Ape.
Um, yes, and it also covers the psychic types it does not like. Um, I also think that if you're gonna run like the easy core here, like if you're playing into this team, it's like Mouse Ape, Pele Dragonite as a 4, having 2 modes in one game is kind of like really nice. You can kind of just flip the script of the game in one switch.
Mhm.
But I don't really see the rain mode, even though I love Mouse Ape and it's kind of like stupid and disgusting and you can't really answer it very well. I just don't know.
Yeah, because I've not really seen any sets on Dragon Knight that don't just seek to abuse rain, right? Like it's kind of not a thing. Like I don't know what I guess if it's just like leveraging its like dragon offensive typing and that's basically it. Because you're not running like a 70% accurate hurricane, are you? Like that's
I
kind of
mean, I think Mega D Knight is interesting in this format because it can still be run similarly to how regular D Knight is.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could probably just run setup physical Mega D Knight without Pelipper, put it behind the screens next to the mouse hold, and it kind of just works the same as regular Dragonite, but stronger.
I feel like
It
this
still
deck
does fine.
requires
Like
so many setup turns. I don't
it's
know.
still a mixed attacker. In certain matchups, the E-speed spam can still be tough in, and it gets a lot of different coverage because it's a Gen 1 mon. Like there's ways you can be very um interesting with the sets. That doesn't mean that I think that the rain mode is good. I just think the Mega D-Knight can be run without the rain mode on this team and be fine. Which makes
Yeah,
me
I
think the
mean,
rain mode is a little bit more fake than it should be.
That's
worst case
fair.
scenario for Mega D Knight, it's just like a super bulky Tailwind setter for Annihilate, right?
For sure.
I
Yeah.
think Karito also discussed this already. I think he's going to look to drop the Pelipper and drop something else and make
You
use
could
of his
drop
points.
Pelipper Weird Ear and pick up so many things.
oh yeah.
It's just a matter of what he does.
Definitely only room for go ahead.
I don't know. I still have this draft like super high because I'm an Annihilate Glazer. So
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's definitely still a good draft.
It's just
Even as it is, it's really good.
the team just benefits from having a better secondary mode than the rain that is offered here.
Yeah.
I agree.
But for
I think-
sure, it's a strong draft.
I think if you're like looking to pick something up, you look to pick something in maybe inside a Tailwind mode. Maybe you go for slower Pokemon and you have a pseudo Trick Room team, but not really
Yeah, I
sure
wouldn't
other
hate
than that.
something mid-range to play with the Weird Deer if you decide to keep it.
Mhm.
Even something that pairs well with the Clef Key is fine. Just not the
Right,
rain mode
right.
that I think we see.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Moving on. All good.
Yep.
Dragonite Starlings. Cobb, how about you start?
Is the stream working for you? Here, I'll just pull it up myself.
Yeah, did you change the screen page, Chris?
No, I did not. Hold on.
haha.
I did not do
It's
that.
like maybe my shit's broken.
Was it? Did they go forward? You see me moving or no?
We're not seeing anything.
Restart the stream, maybe. I don't know.
Hold on. What the? What? Let me just do this then. You guys see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Well, pick up. Go ahead.
I think this team has some interesting concepts. I was toying around myself when I was drafting with like how good Mega Meowscarada or Meowstic could be as like a size spammer, but I don't like that they're missing a grass and a water as a part of their core, and they have 3 fire types is a little interesting.
Yeah, so I low key fucking hate this team.
Yeah. It's
this looks like a draft where it was like, oh, I'm gonna draft Psyspam with Indeedee Mega Meowstic, and then they didn't think any farther than that.
uh-huh.
So I had other issues with this team. First of all, I didn't like the Talonflame with Psyspam.
Yeah.
Because you're blocking your own Talonflame's ability to hit priority Brave Birds. So you're limited to using priority Tailwind, basically.
It is a fly.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess you can't be used on the grounded. That makes sense. Never mind.
Exactly. Number 2, the problem is Gudra Hisui is covering many of your bad resistances already, and if you don't bring the Gudra Hisui, you have no resistances to many other types.
This
Um,
Yeah.
Gurja really is holding up this type chart.
it legit.
And it's
this is
not
the
even holding it up very well.
no.
no.
There's 6 types minimum that you have issues with, and without it, it's like the entire type chart you have an issue with.
yes.
I think my main issue with this is you have 4 psychic types, 3 fire types, and 2 fire types. You don't have like any versatility on what you can do. It's kind of like,
No.
do I want to play Trick Room? Do I want to play Tailwind, Mega Meowstick? Or do we lose? Like,
Another
I-
thing I don't like is you're also playing a fake out Pokemon in Psychic Terrain, which is the Mega Meowstick. Like you're not making use of an inherent move that it runs often.
Yes.
Like,
Um,
the ideal lead for this team, it's like Mega Meowstick, Talonflame. You obviously Mega, you click Fake Out, you get Tailwind up, and then you swap in your Indeedee. But that's also super telegraphed.
like, yeah.
I think just it's like so many things need to be dropped. I don't even know. Like Talonflame needs to go, Tauros needs to go. Hatterene could probably be anything else.
I
Like
think
honestly.
I realistically think Hatterene is fine because you have a Tailwind mode and you have a Tricker mode. But if you're getting rid of Talonflame, it doesn't really matter that much. If you're like,
I just think Armor is better on this team than Hatterene is.
I think it's fine to have both, like Chris said, but you have a lot of other work to do if you're keeping both.
yeah, like
A lot of things have to be dropped at that
I
point.
like the Mega Heracross, just not with what else is here.
Like
No.
realistically, your 3-drop, or I guess it doesn't have to be 3 drops. You only have 3 pickups. Like you could drop Talon any combination like Talonflame, Heracross. Maybe you keep Tauros. Um,
I think you could drop like Hatterene Tauros and commit to being a Tail Room team, like get 2 more Pokemon that work in both. And then at least your Talonflame has a reason for being on the draft. But like it's still super awkward.
Yeah, no, it's tricky. I feel they got a lot of work for the first couple weeks in them.
Yeah. I really think this team just needs a freaking water type. How did you draft the whole team without a water type, man?
let's also not forget that this guy's in like the group of hell. So
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. I mean, listen. I think the Psy spam mode can certainly get a win or two off of some teams, but this is one of the weaker Psy spam drafts we've seen in recent seasons, and that's considering this one doesn't like has Psychic Surge too. There are
Yeah.
other Psy spam teams that I think are better that have to set it manually, and that's saying something.
yeah, no Glaze on my team last season, but this kind of clears it by 500 times.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, Mr. Split Second.
I
Ooh.
do
Yes,
not think
yes.
he drafted as strong of a team as he did last season. Not even close.
I don't even think this
Nope,
team is
this
that
is
bad, like at
another-
all.
I am not a big fan of multi-weather teams.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't even think it's multi-weather.
I don't even think it's
literally just
multi.
rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It-
Because
it-
Mega
it- it's
Venusaur is never
rain.
really.
Mega Venusaur,
I
you
mean,
benefit more from being in rain than you do sun ever.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but like
I feel like this draft is purely leveraging can you get through Sableye Archelodon? And if you do, you win. If you don't, you lose. Like
I
it's
mean,
like that's kind of the whole team.
There's just a bunch of good Pokemon on this team, and I guess they just don't have the greatest synergy. Is the issue? You also have 3 Dark types to boot. It kind of feels bad,
Yeah.
even though one of them is Sableye and
It-
kind of nullifying like
It's kind
also
of
just
interesting he ended up with 3 dark types, considering at the start of the season we were talking about how the dark types are horrible.
yeah.
I mean, the 3 he picked up are arguably probably best in
They're definitely the
class, top
better
I,
5.
I,
of
I-
the
the
dark
better
types.
ones, but it's still funny that he ended up with 3 in a
Yeah.
pool that have this many bad ones.
Right.
It's the mind
Um,
control to make you pick the bad ones.
Like you could
Yeah.
have went with probably okay, I don't really get the Mega Venusaur when you have Mega Ninja
Well-
that's hogging the slot.
Listen,
well,
he needs the Mega
that's-
Venusaur because
that's-
otherwise he has no fairy resists. Like, he legit has no fairy resist without the Mega Venusaur.
Yeah, he kind of gets cooked by the fairy types.
So
And
the
on
reason
top of that, he
the
has
reason I
no ice
said-
resist. Sorry, he has no ice resist without the Mega Greninja. Okay, like,
yeah.
what are we doing here?
Well, the reason I said this is like kind of a multi-weather team is because I don't think you're ever megaing Venusaur. I think it's always going to be chlorophyll Venusaur.
Yeah, but then at that point you're just no item Venusaur. Good luck, have fun. You're dead in one hit.
I mean,
so
at
whatever.
least you can like you still have chlorophyll. Like you can do something, but then the sun mode is like it's Sableye Heliolisk Venusaur with no item.
Yeah, so it's literally
Yeah.
just rain. Like, I guess if Mega Greninja is bad in X matchup, then sure, man, bring Mega Venusaur. But that also probably means you have to leave Meowscarada behind. That feels a little bad, considering it's one of
Yeah.
it's probably your best physical attacker. So I don't
That
know.
is also a problem. Yeah.
I love Meowscarada. It should not be your number 1 physical attacker on a team.
Yeah,
Definitely
especially
agree
with
with that.
the Protea nerf. I don't know. Ever since the Protea nerf, I'm a big hater on like Pokemon like Greninja.
Yeah, but
It's
you
just
gotta remember that Greninja can use it twice.
oh, true. True.
Yeah,
So-
but even then, like, the team it just doesn't feel great. Maybe I'll see it differently once I see it in action, but not everything is cohesive. And he had those type issues are so bad.
I think the entire issue with drafting this season is that if you don't have a near perfect type chart, your types just look so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen this many fairy weaknesses on one team before. Usually it's like
You've also never seen a draft that was like 1/3 dark types.
that is true. I've seen like 1/3 fairy multiple times, just not 1/3
At
dark.
Firemana, at whoever else did it this season. I don't remember.
Yo,
who
fairy
did it.
types are better though. Smile.
Oh wait, does he only have one resist to fire as well? Which is also Mega
Yeah.
Greninja?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
Yeah.
is
I don't
an
know.
abysmal type chart, my dude.
Yeah, we have what was it? We have 4 fighting weaknesses, 4 flying weaknesses, 4 fairy weaknesses. Yo, at least the psychic looks really good. Smile.
Yeah,
Hell
Hell
it's-
yeah.
This is the team to dethrone Psy Spam.
Don't forget when Meowscarada uses a move other than a dark type move, it loses its psychic
Yeah.
resistance.
So the
good
type
luck.
chirp is better.
Yeah,
Kappa.
true. No, so
Kappa.
right. All right. Oh, Mr. Thunder. This guy was super happy with this draft.
Yeah, because he drafted like 10 out of 12 Pokemon that he's already drafted before.
Real.
Garchomp,
I
Mega
think-
Guard, Corv, Blastoise, Jolteon, Scovillain. I don't know the others.
I know he's
I
had
think-
a Lycanroc version. I'm pretty sure he's had at least Talonflame, maybe not Fletchinder. And he's had, I think, one of the last 4 at least once. So let's just conservatively say like 8 or 9 out of 12 he's already drafted.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite draft on this side of the season here.
I think it's pretty good. It's not like
I'm just a
mind-blowingly good.
very big fan of this core. It's very similar to what I wanted to draft. Kind of ends up being a theme in a lot of seasons. Thunder and I end up drafting very similar things, but
Yeah. And I feel like just in like the champion meta game, even with our expanded pool, like you're always happy getting Garchomp. Garchomp's kind of just like one of the best non-megas in terms of.
I don't
just
think there's any
power.
draft format where you're unhappy with Garchomp.
No,
I'll-
yeah, I guess that's true.
I'll be so honest. I did not like Garchomp until I watched this thing move and schmoove in Champions. This thing is pretty good.
It's heat. It's heat.
I will say one of his weaknesses is he has a single ice resist, so he has only one switch in to help Garchomp survive, and that means the Blastoise has to come pretty often.
And Blastoise
I mean,
is
I think the
also-
Blastoise comes almost every week anyway.
And
Yeah.
that's, I mean, I'd really like the team, but I think the first 4 Pokemon on the list are coming like every single week. And
That's
that leaves me to
completely
think
fair.
like what are you doing with the other 8 picks? I think he got a couple of good lower tier Pokemon that are really good value for what points he paid, but I also think the last 4 Pokemon are bad. Even though I like Pangoro, I
Hold on.
just saying like
Did he-
in the scope of what this team is, when are you gonna bring them?
Oh, I forgot. He dropped Audino and Simisage and picked up Trevenant, which I guess is
That's an upgrade.
pretty good.
It's for sure an upgrade, yeah.
I like Trevenant. I'm a Trevenant fan.
It has Frisk. I'm a fan.
Draft All-Star.
Yeah, if we're talking about Frisk, the goat is Noivern. I'll say it.
It is for sure the
Mhm.
goat.
Oh yeah.
Frisk goat. I don't know. I remember talking to McFeeds, and he was like, obviously our draft day was pretty bad, but he was talking about his draft day like it was also crazy. And the more I look at these drafts, oh, leave that jump scare. The more I think that these drafts are kind of just mid. Like I don't know.
I think some of the good drafts are quite a bit better than a lot of the ones in our conference,
Mm-hmm.
but I also don't think that like there are some stinkers.
I mean, they're either
For sure.
like, I feel like there's 2 good draft, probably really good drafts, and then everything's just mid. But the mid on our day is also just like not good. So
I mean, the mid is like D tier.
yeah, that's fair.
For sure. For sure.
All right, Raging Reggies. I'll be honest, I don't know what to think of this team because I'm a big fan of Zard plus Clefable and Titar Excadrill, obviously, but what does the rest of his team do?
I hate
I
it.
don't like it at all.
I hate
Personally.
it. Mega
I was-
Charizard X is your best special attacker, and it isn't even close. What are you doing?
Yeah, so there were a few things. I was super split on this team because I really like the first 4 picks and I really don't like anything else.
I mean, I like the Rotom Mow with the Excadrill. It's good. It's a good thought to have them together, and I don't hate the Slowbro in the sense of you wanted to go with a Trick Room team one time. You have the option to run T-Tar in Trick Room because of its low base speed, right? But it doesn't fit what you're doing with the first 4 picks very well, and then the last 4 picks, I have no clue. Especially the Beartic. That one makes 0 sense to me.
Mascot.
I don't even care about the Beartic. The one that doesn't make any sense to me is Gliscor. What is that guy doing there?
It's just gonna be
Tailwind.
what
I don't know.
Nezumi did the first season with Gliscor. It's just gonna be stall in VGC and win off of Poison Heal.
You get to spam EQ with Excadrill with Gliscor next to it.
Yeah, but what about Gliscor? Does
Yeah.
it not want to use Earthquake?
I have no idea what Gliscor is
anymore.
doing, bro.
I mean, it can
I just think
Tailwind.
like there are so many things. There were probably so many better grass and water types you could have picked up to make a good core with Clefable Charizard. And I don't know how you ended up with these ones.
Yeah.
Like ignoring the last 4 picks, which I think are terrible. Like even just the middle picks on this draft are like, surely we could have had something better.
Don't diss Slowbro, bro. What the fuck?
You also gotta think like with your core of Excadrill Tyranitar, you really need good options into water and into fighting. And you got the good fighting resist with Clefable, but I don't think you have great water resists.
Yeah.
Or at least not the best ones. Like Slowbro is a good regenerator Pokemon, but it doesn't fit the mold of the team. Is where I'm going with it.
That's fair.
But I think like Excadrill T-Tar can just win games on its power alone. But if someone is running anti-weather, look at your speed tiers, bro. They're rough.
I mean,
Nothing above 100 base speed. Yuck.
I can't really
Yeah.
say anything because I have Slowking in my team, and I like Slowbro and Slowking, but Slowbro just doesn't fit this team. Um, I don't know. Maybe maybe if you're running Trick Room, you run like T-Tar, Slowbro, Machamp, and Mega Steelix, but like I don't know. It's
I
rough.
think you have an uphill battle if that's the game plan with the Trick Room option because you don't have Fake Out either.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't really stall out anything that's looking to kill Slowbro, and while Slowbro with Eviolite is super tanky, it's
Assault
not really.
Vest,
I mean, Assault Vest.
Slowbro with Eviolite.
Well, it ain't gonna be running an Eviolite.
How are you setting up Trick Room then if you're running Assault Vest?
How are you running Eviolite on a
How are you
Pokemon?
running
that
Eviolite?
can't
It's
hit?
not. Wait, am I stupid? Can you not run Eviolite on Slowbro? Am I dumb?
you
No.
can't.
Oh, I thought you
What
could.
does it evolve into, Chris?
No king.
I'm an
Oh,
Assault
well.
Vest Slowbro enjoyer, and I would rather you run the Assault Vest Slowbro here than run the Trick Room variant.
Assault Vest Slowbro. That sounds so
That's
ass.
freaky.
Dude, Galarian Slowbro with Assault Vest was my MVP 4 seasons ago, I want to say. Like I think it's a
Yeah.
stronger attacking Pokemon, of course, because it gets the physical special split that's better.
Woo! Any psychic type coming in? Woo!
But yeah, it doesn't fit this team for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is who's this? I can't remember the name.
Tax.
Oh, this is IRS.
It's just yeah.
IRS Bounty Hunter. Mr. Firemana, what do you think of this? What do you think?
I like this draft. I actually like this draft a lot. Mega Frostlass is in a stupidly strong Mega. I think it pairs really well with a lot of what's on this draft. It helps Como set up if you want to do that. It's really good with Rotom Frost, obviously. You can fucking set up with Scizor, I guess, if you want to. Basculegion is already like a super bulky Pokemon. And Aurora Veil makes it like unkillable. You also, I feel like, took a lot of the things that threaten Mega Frostlass. The only issue I see this team having is against King Gambit, where it kind of can't do anything. I think King Gambit rips this team apart. But other than that, I just think this is a really solid, balanced, like Mega Frostlass balanced team.
I think I had
I
this
wasn't nearly as
super
high on
low.
this one as you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't have
was
it
in the
like
same
I didn't
boat.
have it crazy high, but I like this draft.
I dislike this draft quite a bit. I understand the purpose, and I think the team that has been drafted is actually cohesive for what it wants to do. But this team is completely defined by how hyper offense is played or offense behind screens. I don't think there's a lot of variety that can go on with what types of teams you can run, and I think some of the defensive types are quite a bit of a problem.
I would like to
And you
point
have a lot
out.
of 4x weaknesses too, right? Like,
Yeah,
aren't
you have
there's a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Double
Ground
Fairy
Fairy, Fire.
4X. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I would also like to point out that you are not bulky at all with this team. This team is not bulky in the slightest. And
Which is
you're
why it relies on screens, right? But
yeah.
screens can have a lot of ways you can remove them.
I've,
Also, just to talk about the speed tiers for a moment, his 2 megas are the only ones above 95 base speed or whatever. So where's your tailwind coming from if you need to run a tailwind mode? Or are you basing it all off of either Mega Aerodactyl lead or Mega Frostlass lead to gain some advantage somewhere?
you can even run like Sash Arrow with this team. It's kind of like if you don't get Tailwind up and the other team has any form of speed control, you just lose. It feels like.
That's why I'm
Uh,
saying it's defined by how it does in hyper offense, because I think there's ways you can play the screens offense on this team, but it's going to be highly dependent on if you can get a lead with whatever you lead in the match. And if your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with it, then you could win. If not, it's an uphill battle for what you can do because of how limited you are with your options.
hmm I would also like to just say that your highest HP stat being Basket Legion, and then your next highest being Glamora at 83
Rough.
isn't very good.
Yeah, it's a little low.
He does at least have a fake out options, which can help with the turn one situation, depending on who he's against, but you're not going to solve everything with just that. I think the team can succeed, and I think there's obviously a clear, strong mode, but can you make that mode work on its own? I don't know.
Leading Scraggy Mega Arrow sounds great to me. Let's do it. Let's just go.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on.
You guys are
holy-
sleeping on Scizor Tailwind.
No,
True.
I mean, I'm a Scizor enjoyer, but not on hyper offense.
I I am in love with this team.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
love this draft.
This
I really
draft
like
is
this team.
awesome.
I'm a kid. Obviously, I drafted King Gambit myself, so nothing more to say from me.
Oh, how
You-
brave of you.
Oh yeah, super brave. Second round pick, by the way. Uh, Mega Golurk, I used to climb the Master Ball in Champions. That Pokemon's super fun. Dragalge was a Pokemon I've been was looking at for the longest time before this draft started. Primarina is a great special attacker in Tail Room, but obviously you're not really gonna run Tailwind with this team because of how slow they are. I mean, the only thing I don't get probably is Berserker, but I think it's it. I think everything else is gas.
Yeah, I don't understand the Berserker here either.
And it's
Like,
a slow,
it's-
it's a slow
it's
fake
the
out mon. It's okay
Steely
next to King
Spirit
Gambit.
next to King Gambit. It's gonna
Yep.
one shot everything.
I'm sure I will not be running black glasses at Sucker Punch Cowtown 99% of the time.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like the oddball out, but I think if that's the oddball here, like we're doing pretty good for ourselves. I like the team overall.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of Trick Room teams drafted, so there's not a lot to base it off of this season, but like even on if we had gotten a draft similar to this last season, this would still be near the top. Like it's very strong for what has been drafted, and you still have the option to play balanced. Like it's not Trick Room's not necessarily a requirement. It just helps with getting to the end goal.
You can instruct things inside and outside of Trick Room. We love Rangaroo.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Also, you've got Friend Guard, always helpful.
True. Renguard Vivi. Was Vivi the Mon on the Mega Blastoise team that was running Scarf Sleep Powder? Or was that something else?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, Compound Eyes, Scarf Sleep Powder is really scary.
Don't mean to give you any ideas. Please don't do that when you're playing me. If we make it in playoffs, please don't do that. I'd be a little upset.
It'd be super fun.
Alrighty, not much more to say.
No.
I'll let somebody else start. Whoever wants to.
Go ahead, Cobb.
I don't know. I was conflicted about this. I really like Delphox a lot, and I think that it has some strong pairings on the team with it. I mean, it has value. Like it has a lot of utility in the draft. I mean, the last couple picks are kind of whatever. I think Palafin is kind of I was high on Palafin at the beginning, but the more that I've seen it, I don't really like it in the context of this team.
I think the problem is that there's just very few actually good water types in this format. Palafin's like the cutoff, I think, of like good water types. It's like the very bottom of good water types in the format.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad pickup, especially not on a hyper offense draft like this. I think this team is pretty scary.
I don't know. There's like no the thing with Palafin, right? And I used this, I think it was season 7, I think. The thing about it is you need really, really tanky good switches for it to set it up. and
This team is lacking those switches.
yes, you're lacking
Yeah.
those switches. Your the most tanky mon on your team is like Kangaskhan and Clefairy, and while they're both like pretty good Pokemon, it's like I wouldn't want those to be the switches for
It's not what
my
those Pokemon are there
Palafin.
for.
Yeah,
No.
you just don't have like the resistances needed. Like you don't have like anything. Obviously, nothing on this team wants to take damage, but you don't have like really good grass swaps. You don't have like electric swaps. It kind of just feels bad in a sense with how with how hyper offense this team is, and you just have a Palafin stuck in the middle of it that's just like really confused.
Also,
I
don't
really do think those last couple picks needed to not be like Lucario Overquill. I think it needed to be bulkier mons.
I don't actually hate the Overquill. It at least offers 85 base HP plus Intimidate, and it gives you the Dark type. But the Lucario definitely is the wrong pick here. One other thing that concerns me is if you take the Goomy out of here, which is affecting the type chart, he has a lot more weaknesses than you would think.
Yeah, like I can't speak. He's weak to electric. When you take that out, he's a neutral with water. His fire resistance is obviously great.
Fairy goes up to
Um,
neutral though.
Yeah, that's a positive, but I guess being weak to electric at this format isn't bad because the electric types are so awful. But
Yeah.
the point still stands that like if you have a reasonable electric attacker and you lead with it, he's in a bit of trouble.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean you have Dragapult to eat an electric move basically.
Yeah, but the Dragapult just doesn't want to eat anything is the issue. So
right, he wants to be playing hyper offense, which is why I'm in agreement for sure that like there is a better pick than Palafin here, even though I see the vision. And if you can get the Palafin set up, then the hyper offense mode of this team is even better. But it's the high risk, high reward you're gonna have to play, and this is the division of death. So it's in tough to get it to work.
I really
realistically,
think this draft just needs like one, maybe two changes, and it's really, really good.
I
I think
think
I would agree.
if Lucario's something else, maybe the Overquill. I think it's really strong.
I think realistically, if you can get a really bulky grass type, with the limited amount that there are, I think this draft is like pretty like solid. But I think the lack of switches for your hyper offense mons in Delphox, Palafin, I guess Dragapult is Clefairy, which is fine. Then I think it'd be really solid. I think you just need a couple of changes to make it work.
Good
Yeah.
luck with those bulky grass types, bro.
Yeah, we are working
Let me,
with
let
yeah,
me
we
know
are
when you
working
find
with
Good luck.
Hydrapple basically.
And you don't want you don't want that for the 4x weakness because it's not a good switch into Aerodactyl.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing I can come up with. Like,
It is the only reasonable option, but it comes with its own issues.
yeah, right. Like it finishes your Firewater Grass Core. Thumbs up.
I almost prefer Roserade in that slot, actually.
Frustrated wouldn't be
Roserade's
bad.
just not bulky enough.
It's bulky enough on the special side. You just have to play with it with that in mind, and you can't switch it into physical attackers.
Basically, you just have to know your Pokemon. All right, moving on.
Exactly.
Who wants a piece of cake? Who wants to start it?
I can. So I thought the first half of this draft was really, really good. And then I looked at the other half and went, what the fuck is this?
Yep, I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is.
And this is coming from the guy that loves the weird picks. Like, dude, what is Mega Camerupt doing with Mega Emboar when you have another Mega and you have Incineroar? Like, when are these ever coming? What's your Trick
Yeah.
Room mode? You're gonna
This
set
is-
Trick Room
it's-
with fucking Kecleon?
It is shocking to me that there are two drafts in this side that have 3 fire types.
They're just hogging everything.
This
They
is
just-
the
they just want it
second
like
one.
that.
Oh yeah.
4 normal types is also crazy, but like
They're hate drafting.
You're not expecting 3 of those normal types to be coming often. The problem
I mean-
is, because you picked 3 megas, you're likely to be bringing one of them more often than you think.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
I actually really enjoy Mega Camera Up with this draft. I think it's pretty gas.
I agree. I
I
think you
think-
keep Mega Camera. I think you
If
need to
you-
figure out something that isn't those last 3 Pokemon.
No, I wouldn't do Ditto too. Get Ditto the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
like-
Ditto's like super good into specific matchups is the problem.
I'd rather keep the Toucanon.
Oh, that's a take.
Sure, I'll take that L. I'd rather keep the Toucanon and get rid of the Kecleon, the Ditto, and the Emboar.
Does this team play? Is this in the same division with the Dondozo team?
I have no idea.
Let me check.
Dude, all I'm saying is Choice Band Beak Blast. You can't beat it.
It is not in the same one.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, we can get rid of the Ditto. Who fucking cares?
Yep, Ditto sucks.
That's
Get rid of it.
legit the only thing that I think. Like that's what I was thinking of. Is this team's really weak to Dondozo? Ditto's pretty good here. Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, get rid of Ditto, get rid of Mega Emboar. Choice Band Toucanon, you can keep it if you really want. It's super goated, surely. If you ever play Grandbats with Toucanon, it's the goat. I'm just saying.
It is. It has surprising use. I think it's better here than the Ditto or the Kecleon.
Tier 4's Toucanon is awesome.
Ditto Emboar Kecleon is what 15 points. Surely we can pick up something good.
Yeah, and then maybe we can fix
Yeah.
this awesome resistance chart.
Ground, thumbs up. Fighting, thumbs up.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
only ground
Well,
resistance
see-
being
And it
Toucanon
gets
is a
even worse when
frickin'
you
problem.
think about like Mega Aggron. It's losing a type when it Megas, so
Can
like
we go
depends
back
what you're Mega.
to-
Like it's just
Can we go back to Gen
Ugh.
5 when Gengar had Levitate and just have it go to town?
real.
Sounds great with this draft.
Miss those days.
I don't. Thank God. Moving on.
So
I'm a Mega Starmie lover. I'm gonna just say this: Mega Starmie is awesome. This team sucks.
this
I
team,
think Mega Starmie's cool. There is a bit of an issue when Mega Starmie is the strongest Pokemon on your team.
and paired with Torkoal as a 1/2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, what's the sun for?
It's for Emboar.
For Emboar.
Oh, my bad, blood. I didn't think about that. You're right. It's definitely real.
The way I
So, like,
described this when I saw it was first picked Torkoal into second picking Mega Starmie, and then filled the team around with random ass shit.
This genuinely looks like you rolled a dice for every single pick.
If it was rolled by a dice, it'd be impressive because he picked 3 starters in a row, and they lost the pledges.
yeah.
Superior did.
it's like-
it's not in Champions.
Or if any of them are in champions,
Yeah.
they don't have the pledges, right? So I think Emboar is in, so it doesn't get it.
I don't know. Is
Superior is
Empoleon
also
in Champions?
Empoleon is not, I don't think. I know Superior Emboar are.
Now, I'm gonna give him a tiny bit of defense. I think that his
Ow.
trick room mode is pretty silly. I like Torkoal, Conkeldurr, Mega Grandpa Trick Room team, but
You only have
everything
one
else-
set.
It's like your setter is just sorry.
Spiritomb.
Yeah.
Your
it's-
setter's bad. You need to go get something else.
I
Like,
think
Well,
that the
no.
biggest-
Spiritomb is great. The problem is you don't have a secondary setter.
Yeah.
I think like if you nuke 7 of these Pokemon and pick up 3, you might have a chance.
Yeah, the low picks on this are very awful.
I think this team. I don't know.
Like, let's
Like-
see. If you nuke Salazzle, Emolga, Bastiodon, and Thievul, you have a good amount of points to work with. And then anything else
Yeah.
you want to get rid of, like I would get rid of Emboar, because you're doubling up on types with just him alone.
Yeah, I guess we can give it credit for having a reasonable trick room mode if you get a secondary setter. But I thought the balance mode was going to be the strongest, and
No, it's just Trick Room.
it's pretty horrible.
It's just
I mean,
Trick Room, man.
I think the best thing I can say about this team is that ignoring the ground weakness, that's a pretty not bad type chart for what you have.
Yeah.
I love having 2 quad weaknesses. The ground.
It
oh my
is
God.
the most ground weak team I've seen in my life. But ignoring that, it's not that bad.
Like, let's
Pretty
see.
good.
You get rid of.
There's definitely some good free agents that can be picked up here, and you can definitely strengthen
Actually,
it.
the ground type is even worse than you think it is, because the only resists are Emolga, which you're most likely only bringing once, and Superior.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yep.
if you drop the 5 Pokemon you talked about, or we talked about, we have 29 points to work with. Surely that's enough to make this team usable. Surely.
We'll see
Yeah,
what's left, I
yeah, I do
guess.
something with that.
I don't want to look at this draft anymore. Moving on. I'm a super big fan of this draft. I think Mega Floette is bait, but I think the pieces you have around it are really, really good.
He got the Goat Noivern with Frisk,
the goat, we were just talking about him.
and he got the Goat Gyarados with 2 chips.
True.
Yeah, I
Like
do
Sinistcha
think
is just so great here.
I do
It's
think
lovely.
this is kind of just a team of pretty good value pieces for a draft. I agree that Mega Floette is like super bait. I'm not big on that Pokemon, especially not in this format. But I think if you're going to draft a Mega Floette team, this is a pretty damn good one.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think this is really good. Contrary to what happened in our day, I think if you know how to pilot this Mon and you've used it before, it's something you can definitely abuse. Like Flight of Ruin is the most disgusting move in the game until Zygarde comes in, and then
And we looked at some of the type charts. Like this team's just going to win off of the merit that like some of these fairy resistances are terrible, and this thing's just going to sit on the field and kill stuff. But
yeah, it
it
can
is
literally click Dazzling Gleam in one spot, and it's like it's game over. Like you
Into the
lose.
team with 3 Dark Pokemon, yeah, that team's screwed.
yeah.
Do I have 3 dark
But
types
what
on
was
my team?
there was a draft that had 2 4x fairy weaknesses, right? Like
The one with
Yes.
Scraggy, yeah.
Scraggy Komodo.
Yeah.
Where is it? This one. This one. Right
Oh
here.
yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, good luck trying to play against any amount of Dazzling Gleam. Wait, does he have Wide Guard? Hold on.
The best part is one of his
Mega
fairy
Aerodactyl has it, yeah.
resistances
Oh,
is Glamora, which
He
also has a
saved.
4x weakness.
He's saved. It's fine.
I mean, he's still not saved.
He's saved. Just ignore Light of Ruin and Moonblast, and maybe when it sets up too. Just ignore it.
Yeah, can't hurt me.
Yeah, I realistically think this draft is like you have to bring 4 Pokemon in the first 4. I think you always have to bring the first 4. Your 5th slot is whatever Intimidator you're feeling on the week, and Crook and Gyarados, and then you have an Infernape Belly Bolt to fill, I guess.
I mean, it's basically, do you need like Fake Out? If yes, bring Infernape.
If no, bring both of Gyarados and Crocodile, or bring one of them and bring Belly Bolt.
I mean, firefighting is just good types to have on your team for a lot of matchups. So
And Infernape's got a ton of support options. It can fit into almost anything.
yeah, I think that Pokemon's actually super underrated in drafts. Mixed attacker, ton of support, good speed tier, like good Pokemon.
I personally don't like Infernape, but I do see the value in it. I'm not too high
I
on
just
it.
have trouble piloting it the last time, but unlike Crocodile, I still believe in Infernape.
What's wrong with Crocodile?
It got 0 kills in the season that I almost won.
Wait. Did I have? I think I had it season 7. I literally did nothing with it. I think I might.
I do think it's crazy to pick up Crocodile at 14 points.
I think it's like.
You mean that late in the draft, you mean? Or just at that pointage?
Oh, just at that pointage in general.
There's so few darks and grounds in this format, it had to go up.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
probably the reason.
I
It's just
actually-
crazy seeing
does
Gyarados
feel
and
weird to look
Crocodile
at.
at the same point total.
Dude, Noivern and Crocodile lead in this format sounds crazy. I'm just saying.
Gyarados Crocodile lead into physical attackers, holy.
Ah. He You should
Just
bring
run clear
Crocodile on
amulet,
my
you're
team.
fine.
Yeah, we got clear amulet back, so
If he brings Crocodile to
True.
my team, it's goaded. You should do it. Please. Moving on.
Gamba.
Yeah, wait for playoffs, man.
Uh,
Oh, here we go.
this-
I love this team.
this draft, I love this. This this draft is awesome. I think this
I had
Tourism's
so
best
much
draft.
trouble. I had so much trouble figuring out my thoughts on this, but ultimately I decided I couldn't rate it too high because of how many 4x weaknesses he has. It's
I
almost the
don't care.
entire team.
He actually has a 4x weakness on 6 of his Pokemon.
Yep.
Does not matter. This team is so goaded.
All right, well, continue glazing. Tell me why it's so good.
Yeah,
I
kind of
think Mega
played it
Gilmore is like
lower.
one of the most underrated megas in the entire format. Whimsicott is a stupid Pokemon. I think Dragonite is always really good. Volcarona is always really good. There are probably not any other steel types other than King Gambit that are better than Metagross. I just think what you have on this draft is stupidly good. I don't like Camerupt, and I don't love Hisuian Samurott, but if there were no other water types left, it's like not the worst thing to pick up. Scrafty is Scrafty. You know, it has Intimidate Fake Out.
Yeah, it's
So-
interesting that he's come out of this with not a bad looking type chart overall, but the type chart is misleading because of the 4x weaknesses. He has to play very, very carefully and really know what the opponent can actually use to be able to get anywhere, because the Pokemon can get duked in 1 second.
I'll be honest,
Outside of
his
Metagross,
type
basically.
chart's pretty fine if you, or well, not pretty fine, but if you remove Camerupt, he's a good water matchup. His ground matchup becomes a little better.
I get technically the ground matchup goes to neutral.
Yeah, it goes to neutral. That's why I said it becomes a little bit better. It's not like crazy. I'm just a big fan
Fairy
of this.
becomes worse. It's just like a big positioning thing. I think as long as like he knows how to position his mons correctly, then it's probably gonna do great. Because I've seen Glamora absolutely nuke things. I've also seen it do dick. So it's kind of just like what's facing it on the other end.
Like, is there a 3-pointer better than Camerupt he could have picked up? I don't know.
I don't. 3 points. It's kind of just Minson. At that
Yeah, you
point,
could pick
Yeah,
I don't-
Grumpig. Grumpig's better.
You could have picked up Surfetch for like 2 points. Go get it.
Surfetched. Uh-huh.
Get one of the elemental monkeys. There you go.
True.
Those are all taken.
I mean,
Somehow.
if the team
Oh,
can
yeah.
position properly, this team can go far, and the hyper offense that it can provide is really good. My fear is just it won't be able to do so because of how many 4x weaknesses it has, and it may just be a facade.
What happens when
I
you
mean,
swap
I'm
it
super
too?
biased. I like objectively speaking, I'm super biased. I love so many of the Pokemon on this draft. And I just think Whimsicott Mega Glamora is such a ridiculous combo. I think that pairing automatically wins some matchups. Like if you don't have rock or poison resist, you just lose.
I think a little bit of the issue is if Mega Glamora dies, you are kind of in a little bit of a rut. Because your special attackers after that are Volcarona. And not to say Volcarona's a bad Pokemon. I just don't think Mega Glamora or Volcarona can fill a void of a special attacker. I don't know. Not my favorite. I obviously have a Volcarona Glazer in this call, but it's like, I don't know. With
What do you
the
mean? That
amount
thing
of
stinks. Should have been like 5 less points.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
so sure, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right.
Firemana's playing,
Everything
it's
next to
buffed 5
Whimsicott's
points.
great. True.
Yeah, Firemana, let's give you 5 less points on your draft, and then you can draft Volcarona at 11 points.
Aha. That doesn't sound fair.
Moving on.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
Gameg has an interesting team. I think the first 4 to first 5 Pokemon are really, really good. And then, similar to my draft, he kind of didn't get great value out of the low tier. I think Cyclizar maybe is a little underrated. and Cofagrigus can still provide value, but the rest are a little tough. I also think his team struggles a little bit with a strong flying type attacker because his only resist is Mega Excadrill, and it's a double Mega team, so pick your poison, I suppose.
Like, I understand that like your draft and Gamma's draft. The reason this happens is because you want to fill out all 12 slots, right?
Mhm.
The problem with that is you get stuck with a lot of garbage because this format's low end is really bad. This draft could be so much better if you just spend the points on better Pokemon. But I think what is here is pretty good. I do think Simipour at least has some value as a mono water fake out mon. Victory Bell's the cheapest chlorophyll mon in the format, so it's like usable with Megazord. I don't know what Passimian's gonna do. Like, it has Defiant, I guess. Like,
Intimidate protection is
It's
what
yeah,
it is.
but
It's
like,
like
how
quick guard and
scared are
stuff.
we?
I
How
don't
scared
know.
are we of Passimian if it gets a boost? I don't know.
It's got a 120. That'd be a
Glalie
hit.
useless. That thing's actually useless. And then yeah, Cyclizar is good. Cyclizar is good. Um, Type chart's not bad again for having a full 12 mon draft. Um,
Only the flying type's a bit rough.
yeah, I think neutral to fairy is like not the greatest, but if you ignore the like, I think it looks worse than it is because at least your good Pokemon have fairy resists and your bad Pokemon are the like problem, right?
Yeah.
Um, Same thing with a lot of the other neutral types. Like your Ghost looks so much better if you ignore the fact that the weaknesses are on Cofagrigus Musharna, who probably aren't coming that often. Same thing with Flying. It's neutral if you just ignore Victreebel, Passimian. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, so like your good type matchups are on your good Pokemon, and your bad type matchups are on your bad Pokemon, at least. Like,
Yeah. I like it though. I honestly probably rated it a little higher than I should have just due to having blinders on the right side of my eyes.
well, I mean, yeah, you only
So
need to look at the left half, and it's really good. So
yeah, so just purely off that, it's just some disgusting Pokemon on the left side, and I think Excadrill's really good value for what it is because you don't really need to mega it. Like you just bring it as an Excadrill. It's just chilling. I
get the
guess he
gimmick.
doesn't actually have a way of setting up sand, so I
I
guess
get the
maybe not.
gimmick of wanting 12 Pokemon because you want to be super flexible, but playing on a Zard Y team, it's kind of just a little hard to do that. I don't.
I think wanting to pick 12 Pokemon and then starting your draft with 2 20-pointers is kind of insane.
That's the Gameg way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love picking 5 Pokemon and then being forced to drop into the single digits for the rest of the draft.
Yeah, it is a little tough.
All right. This isn't last. Yo, uh, this draft is silly to say the least.
I like
Yeah.
this draft a lot.
Yeah, but this is like an Easton core draft.
Yes, that's why do you think I like it so much?
I hate this.
I mean, look at the amazing value he got for not picking a Pokemon above 13 points. Like,
Yeah.
almost
I
all of
like
the Pokemon are mid tier. Like,
yeah. I think like Crobat, Gyarados, Rotom Heat, Tinkaton, Serena is pretty good. But I like, can we not just pick a good Pokemon and then pick those? Do we have to pick a bunch of like whatever?
the other Pokemon are still good, though.
They're okay. The best thing I can say about this draft is none of the Pokemon are bad. I think you have 11 okay to good Pokemon. You don't have anything bad, but you also don't have anything great
I
either.
think Aromatisse is pretty bad. I don't think it's good at all.
It's Aromatisse is probably the worst
It's the
Pokemon
worst thing on
here,
this draft. Yeah.
but at least it gives you like a a reasonable Trick Room mode with the Snorlax and the Alolan Marowak. Like, you can say that that is a real Trick Room mode.
I don't think there's anything that I would straight up call bad on this draft. Aromatisse,
The
Alolan
rock
Marowak,
weakness.
Sceptile are kind of like iffy, but I wouldn't call any of them bad.
I would call the rock weakness a problem, though.
I mean, that feels like
Um,
literally
perhaps.
just this entire format, though. So I'm not gonna really say anything about it.
True.
It feels like the more Pokemon you draft inside whatever the sheet is, it just feels like your rock weakness gets worse for fun.
It feels
mean,
like people should have
it's-
drafted Rampardos or Tyrantrum then.
It's even worse because if you choose to Mega Clefable, your Gyarados is also rock weak.
Did we
It's
just
not showing
pick
up on the sheet.
Clefable because it got picked, and we're like, oh shit, maybe I want something else.
That's his follow me user.
Yeah, like
I think Mega Clefable's good.
yeah, but you're also
It's a good
Clefable
Pokemon.
Blazer. I don't know if I can
Yes.
trust you.
Good Pokemon. I think there are definitely some things you could drop on this draft. Sceptile could I think you could drop like Sceptile Aromatisse and pick up something better, like a better Trick Room setter.
Did somebody have? Oh no, I was gonna. Imagine if this team had Trevenant, bro. I think Trevenant would go crazy with this draft.
Like is Porygon 2? Porygon 2 is available.
It's available in
could-
both conferences.
Yeah, nobody
you
drafted
could-
it.
You could drop like a couple things and pick up Porygon 2, and then this like the Trick Room mode's way scarier then, right?
He did say you
Yeah.
draft everything below 13 and below. He didn't say you can pick up a big Pokemon.
I doubt he
True.
would use that technicality to do it, though. I think he's gonna end up playing with this, or if he does a free agency move, it'll be low on the lower end.
I trust him to make this draft work. I just don't think it's that good.
That's fair. I kind of like this draft. At the same time, I don't know. Moving on.
Oh,
Was this guy wheel pick or is there somebody else that was wheel pick? Who was the wheel pick?
I think this was the wheel pick, yeah.
This team is dog shit.
Which makes
He
this
is the wheel
team
pick, yeah.
so much worse.
Yeah, I don't.
Because how did we end up with Mega Alakazam Meowstic on the wheel?
I mean, I don't think it's like completely terrible. It's not like one doable. I think IMO.
Yeah, but like he had access to
So
Indeedee.
much. So many things were available.
If he wanted to go down that avenue of like making Alakazam, right? But I don't know. There's
so many things are available on 1-2 on the wheel pick. I don't know how this is ever what we choose.
Is there anything good I can say about this draft?
Where like I'm looking at the points of the Pokemon, and I just am confused as to where our points went. It feels like they went into the void.
I think
every single Pokemon he drafted, other than Meowstic, is above 12 points. So, and Porygon, but
I honestly think his best picks here are Rotom, Wash, and Mamoswine, and then the rest are like.
Agreed.
I legitimately think Rotom Wash is like the only good Pokemon we picked.
Hey,
Mamoswine's right there.
I don't think that thing's very good.
Oh, okay. Well,
them's fighting words. Mamoswine is awesome.
I love Mamoswine. I also think it's good in this format, so I don't even think it's bad.
I just think the manual size spam team is what I was referring to earlier. Like, it's not good either.
Hey man, he only has 2 4x weaknesses, but they're on the same Pokemon.
I mean, the type chart is okay. It's just like the team does not look cohesive.
It does not. You're right.
Yeah, this is another one of those teams that looks like it was picked with like a wheel. I don't
You're
know.
running
Well,
manual
also you-
size spam with an E-speed user, a Hawlucha that no longer gets Tailwind,
Yeah.
a Mega Lucario, and a random Venusaur, which isn't going to be using Sun most likely.
It,
So, like,
it looked
what?
like he took a D20, rolled for his points, and then rolled for his Pokemon inside the run.
I really like the last pick Porygon with some of the fastest Pokemon in the format.
Yes, I agree. And initially he had Go Goat, and then we gave him enough poop emojis that he changed it.
Which is wild.
I
RIP,
like
Go-Go.
yeah, Eviolite Porygon's definitely better than Go-Goat, but not on this team. I don't think there's anything you could have picked up for 2 points that makes this team better, but
The Viper would have been okay.
at least you have like
So s-
Eviolite Porygon with Icy Wind. Sure, like
Yeah.
It's like he has strong tools that don't work with his other tools.
nothing here is cohesive. I like if you build around Mega Alakazam, if you build around Mega Lucario, they could be okay. But we didn't. We picked up a bunch of random Pokemon that like don't work together.
Which means your best mode is the Disquake mode, which is Rotom Wash Mamoswine, and you're just hoping they survive a turn to get their moves off.
Because they are not fast at all. It's a little
No.
rough.
I mean, you're probably running Scarf Rotom Wash in that mode, and then like Mamoswine, I don't know what he's doing.
Stash.
Got that sash on, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, Mamoswine was my goat last season.
Dude,
clear amulet, I guess.
I would love for him to prove us wrong and go like 5-2. That'd be awesome.
I just cannot ever
I-
see it happening.
I don't think it's
If-
possible, but I would love for it to
I think
happen.
you could give this draft to the best players in the league, and they would struggle to go even. I think.
If there's a way for this draft to do it in its current state, it would be off the strength of the size spam mode and someone just not being able to handle Mega Alakazam. That said, I think most teams have a way to handle it, so I would agree that will be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last draft, right? Oh, yippee! Draft rankings.
Yippee.
Yippee!
All right. This was I'm surprised everybody had a different number one. That's my takeaway from this. I think everybody
That's not surprising. My rankings are always off,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't want to give Gameg first for like a third straight season, so
Maybe I should have changed McFeed's name more times than I did. I only changed it one time.
to what?
Big L.
McNuggets.
Like
Oh.
nugget in my.
I
That's
just
fair.
forgot.
Were there any outliers in how we ranked stuff here? I mean, a couple
not-
of us have Thunder at the middle, and then Firemana has him first.
I love it. I feel like me and Thunder play the game the exact same way and draft the exact same way. So every time he drafts something, I look at it and I go, "That's something I would draft," and I really like it.
And then Chris has Corrido first, but I have Corrido 8th, and then
And Jacob
yeah,
and I have it second and third. Yeah.
yeah,
What can I say? I am an Annihilate Glazer. I think that Pokemon is so good.
that is evident.
Oh yeah.
Two of us have Scrafty in the top half, but mine is like closer to the top, and then Chris is in the middle, and the other two have it at the bottom half.
I just don't like the draft.
But
I hate drafts like that just don't have like good Pokemon.
I mean, you've seen it work in the past, though.
I
How do you
have,
think-
and I trust Scrafty to pick up games on it for sure. I don't like if I'm looking at just the draft and not who's piloting it, I don't like it.
That's fair. All right, let's see the bottom half.
Won't.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, I think the bottom three or bottom four were pretty clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Scrafty being as slow as he is so insane. For
That is crazy, though.
Again,
Yeah.
I just hate the draft. I just don't like it.
I guess it's fair. I also had Dory lower than all of you guys. Um,
I think I have Derision lower than all of you guys as well.
I think the reason Travis is so good. I don't know. Like, where is it? I don't know how you can hate this draft. I'll say it. I don't know how.
I love this draft.
Give me less 4x weaknesses, please.
Is that
But the type chart looks fine.
is that literally the only thing
Smile.
holding you back?
Let me just give you a big smile when you look at that type chart.
I think if you removed camera up, the type charts were like it's not bad at all. It's good.
Well, yeah, our bottom three for the most part was actually not even really. I think it was just the bottom two. It was mostly agreed
The bottom
upon.
two is very. I think the bottom two is very clear.
Yeah, I mean it's
Those are drafts.
ChatGPT.
Those are drafts that are like not salvageable.
I don't know.
They need Jesus to be salvageable.
I feel like the top 8 and bottom 8 are almost pretty. Like maybe the middle isn't as clear. Like 8 through like 12 or 13.
The middle's definitely hazy if you go through ours, I think. Little bit
But
different.
other than that, I think it's chill.
I think
Everybody,
generally the top half and bottom half are like similar.
there's nothing really crazy. Like anytime I do a draft review with Gamag, he always has like the most bouncing off the wall like rankings. He just like I don't know. Maybe it's
Well-
his way he plays the game, which
Well,
I guess
what was
is
it
fair.
last season or 2 seasons ago? One of us had him ranked first, and another person in the same call had him ranked 16th. So
Yeah.
Who was
because his
that?
team was so stupid,
Who was that?
I
Oh,
can't
it was
remember. We'd have
Carito.
to
Was it
check the old
Carito? I
clock.
think it was Carito.
It may have been Carito, yeah.
I think it was Carito that did that.
We'll have to check the VOD. But yeah, his drafts are always hard to figure out, and we were all pretty similar for it. So I guess thumbs up to us.
Yeah. Moving on. We have any crazy predictions here? Or is it like everything is straightforward? You guys think?
Ruby is
do
pretty
think-
straightforward.
I
Sapphire
do
isn't.
think. I don't know. I think Sapphire's pretty straightforward too. I think both of these groups have a pretty. At least there's a clear top and bottom three in both groups. I think, and then there's maybe an argument for fourth on both sides.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll start with Ruby group. Go ahead.
I mean, you have Coco Gamma probably top two in this group. I think their drafts are ridiculous. And then I think there's a really clear bottom three as well, which is like the Raging Reggie's team, the Dragonite Starlings team, and actually, yeah, maybe Ruby's a little closer in the middle than I thought it was. Because I'm looking at the other teams, and I think there's an argument to be made for like fourth slot for a lot of things.
The thing with Ruby group is, despite you not liking Scrafty's team, like I think that team is top 4. I think Derision is a dark horse in Ruby, and then the other 3 draft. Oh, actually, Derision and Dory are both dark horses. Sorry, and then the other 2 are clearly bottom.
You know, I'll
But-
say it. I don't think Dory's a dark horse at all. I think he's just gonna fizzle out if he doesn't make changes. But
I think Dory has proven that he's a strong enough battler that he can surprise. Do I think he might need to make some changes to the team? Yes, but I still think he can surprise. Do I think it's likely that those 4 get knocked off? No, I don't. But it is possible. For Sapphire, I think it's interesting because our bottom 4 or bottom 5 drafts in the entire conference were from this group,
Yeah.
which means the top 3 is clear and the bottom 5 is not.
Gonna be a burger flip.
And it's funny because I think Kentucky Crowbats drafted a way worse team this season than last season, and his draft is better than the other 4.
like
Which is-
if Thunder, Carito, and Fortress don't make it out, they're frauds. I'll
Frauds.
say it. Like
Yeah, I think if any of them miss playoffs, I think they 100% deserve to get made fun of. Like
That's-
they will
that is
be
crazy work.
they will be relentlessly
crazy.
bullied until next season. Like
Well,
easily.
The funny part is Thunder is currently already getting bullied for having been in the same position last season.
I mean, he just
Can't catch a
drafted
break.
like he drafted like one of the worst commanders. I don't know. You just I guess
Yeah,
didn't take
it's
into
different
account.
though, because his last draft was not good, and this one is. So I don't know.
I guess we'll see. We'll move on to hot takes before we end the podcast. You want to go first, Cobb?
I mean, we kind of already touched on it. At least my first one. I just think that Mega Floet's like really linear, and I guess that can also make it a bad thing in the case that if you don't have fairy resistances, it's just like, well, fuck. But it's always going to be running the same set, right? Like, I think that it's just a very predictable mon, and that for 21 points, you're not getting as much value as you could. And I also just think that the terrain setter hot take that I kind of had is kind of fizzling a bit because let me double check, but I'm pretty sure most of the terrain setters went to bad teams, unless I'm misremembering.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, clearly that won't matter, but I do think that if in a different scenario, it would be very awful due to I almost said champ pool, holy League of Legends jump scare. But the Pokemon pool that we have, the terrain would have been fucking awful.
Imagine if there was only like one grass setter, one electric setter. Like, actually, most season there is only one electric setter. Now that I think about it, but
No, there's usually two. You just forget about Pinkerton.
no, I'm thinking about Pinkerton. Like, who's the other one?
Tapu Koko.
No, but Coco's in most season, so it's like I don't know. All right, Firemana, you care to explain or?
Well, I also think
What does that say?
I also think Mega Floet is a terrible Pokemon. It's not a terrible Pokemon. It's super overrated though. It's absolutely fraudulent, and I don't think it's very good in this format. The reason it's so good in Champions is there's like nothing that can really contest it, and I think there's with more Pokemon that could deal with it more easily. It's a lot less good. And I think McFeeds goes negative in Ruby just because I don't like Mega Floet. I'm not saying he's going to miss playoffs necessarily. You can go negative and make playoffs, especially in a weak group. But I just don't think Mega Floet's going to be enough to carry him to enough wins to go positive.
You know what I feel like? I feel like this season's Ruby is similar to last season's Ruby. Like,
Yeah, you could definitely see like 5 teams or even 6 teams at like 4-3 or around that area.
yeah,
And that will be a problem.
like it was Firemana, Split, and Chelsea last season at 4-3, and that was me and Jacob topping.
Yep.
Yep,
And
I missed
then-
playoffs on a positive record. It was bullshit.
Maybe you should lose to Chelsea and Split.
Bro, half my
It's
team
a
gets
Kappa
fucked
penis.
by Arcanine Commander. What am I gonna do?
Arcanine Commander was a creation of all time.
Maybe you shouldn't
It even got
lose
nerfed,
to.
don't forget.
Maybe you shouldn't lose to Evasion.
That was RNG rolls. It's horseshit.
Wait, was that against Split Second?
Yes.
Yes, I lost
Yes,
to
that was
Invasion
insane.
Porygon
That
too,
was
man.
insane.
This asshole ran double team Prankster Tornadus against me in a match that didn't matter, and I missed like 8 moves on it.
That is insane.
My poor fucking Trophagos could not hit a move.
Dude,
I did
Can't wait
not
to come
say-
back to Commander. It's gonna be good.
anytime you play against Split, you have to bring something that doesn't check accuracy. It has to happen. Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I run fucking wide lens and zoom lens on shit and still miss like the 98% accurate moves. It does not matter.
yeah, I feel you.
Either hit
except
it or
for,
don't.
I get crit so many times. Cocoa Puffs in season 8. Thank you very much, Dragapult. I hate you. All right, Weston. How about your takes? What we got here?
I'm gonna make the bold prediction that Scrafty tops Ruby in the group of death. In the second group of death, I just think from what he's shown since he's come back to PDL, his battle prowess and team building in general is, I wouldn't say underrated, but like it is elite. And he can definitely win the group despite not having like a top tier Pokemon to lead his team. He just has to figure out the variety that he can run and how to change it each week to win. And
Mhm.
then if Corrido doesn't go 1-6 or 0-7, he will top Sapphire.
Even over Thunder.
That is my prediction. Over Thunder.
I could see it. Like I obviously I ranked this draft 1, but I think Thunder's a
Reasonable
better
hot take.
battler than Corrido. So
The thing is, we're on an even season, and Corrido just had his 0-7, so that it'll be the opposite this season.
he had an 07 where he FF'd like 3 matches.
Right. He goes through this thing where every odd season he does awful, and he goes like 2-5, 1-6, or 0-7, and then the next season he tops his group.
Was it
So
last season that he McFeeds almost had to like
yes,
comp rule him for
Yes.
FFing too much?
Yeah.
yes. That's why it's if, because he could still go 1-6 or 0-7 this season, but if he doesn't, he will top the group.
I can't wait for him to top the group at 2-5. That sounds heat.
That would be funny.
That would.
That would be awesome.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
I'm pretty high on this guy considering what I've heard about him. His draft is pretty bad, but I think he can make playoffs in Sapphire among the 3 that we talked about: Thunder, Corrido, and
Fortress.
Fortress. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
that's fair.
this is the one I'm really hoping for. I really hope somebody outside Coco, McFeed, Scrafty, or Gambag makes playoffs and one of them misses. It's kinda unlikely, but I really hope it happens.
If
I would love to
someone
see
does,
either Dory or Durizen in playoffs.
I would
so let's
love to
make a
see Durizen.
prediction. If anyone misses the playoffs, who would it be of the 4?
I'm
gonna say McFeeds.
I'm also gonna say McFeeds.
I was also going to say McPhee's.
Holy shit.
Well, fuck. I mean,
I just think McPhee's has been checked out for a couple of seasons in terms of like going for getting another chip. And I don't know if it'll be the same this season. And especially if he's still really busy with league stuff. But if
Thankfully,
he is,
isn't, so.
he won't be preparing for matches appropriately and may struggle.
Yeah. Thankfully he isn't, so maybe he puts more time into this and maybe like really puts his all into it, but he also said he really doesn't like his draft, so we'll see how
Changes
he does.
incoming.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's another problem with this format is there's not enough Pokemon. There's not enough good Pokemon to make good changes after the draft is
like
finished.
what do you change about this? Like
I looked
don't
at
know.
our when I was looking at our side, looking at Pokemon to like swap in and out of my draft afterwards. I looked at the top like 5 or 6 draft tiers. I think like 21 through 16, almost every single Pokemon got picked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of great Pokemon to switch out. There's a
It's
lot of
pretty
like
abysmal.
value picks, but even then the good value picks are already taken too.
You're right. I think the draft board is really rough. Like when I was making changes, I had a really tough time coming to like a consensus on what I wanted, and it's just because of the low tiers, man. Like if I had like when I was making changes, I had 16 combined points. If there was anything like in the top tiers that I could grab and that would benefit my team, I would have, but not to say the Pokemon I picked up are bad, but I would have settled for something like a little higher. You know what I mean?
That's why I was so happy picking up Mega Meowstic for my team because I legitimately think it was probably the best thing I could have picked up.
I love Araquanid. I'm glad I picked that thing up. I'm glad I get to use it. With any other closing thoughts? I forgot to add that as the last slide, but we have anything else? Anything worth
I don't know.
discussing?
I think we've covered most things pretty extensively here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's gonna be your seasonal. What group are we doing? I don't remember. Hoenn, right? Hoenn?
We are doing Hoenn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your seasonal Hoenn review. Thanks for watching. If you watch the entire thing, you just listened to four idiots yap for an hour and a half. So good on you.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Bozo.
Other than that, thank you for watching, and talk to you in the mid-season podcast.